It's rising.
Yeah, right.
Is this a big deal?
I don't think so. First of all, when you look at it on the bench, I didn't think it looked that bad as far as arguments go. I thought LeBron's tete-a-tete, if you will, remember with Phil Handy, the assistant coach, I think it was in Toronto a few months ago. I thought that was more intense than what we saw last night.
Right.
Also, after the game, everybody seemed for a loss, LeBron seemed in a good mood. There didn't seem to be tension.
Right.
He's always in a good mood after.
Well, he wasn't before the trades. Now he is.
Yeah.
Now he is. Before the trades, there was tension. So I don't see that. This thing happens. It happens a lot. Players getting into it with coaches and things like that. We've seen it with LeBron bumping Eric Spoelstra, and I just don't think. I don't know for a fact, but I don't think it's a big deal. Here's another reason I don't think it's a big deal. Because Ty Lue's, his future is secure. Number one, there's no way you're firing him right now. It's too late in the season, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two.
It's not impossible if it
But
really
there's no real assistant on it. Larry Drew's been a head coach, but I don't see, I would be absolutely floored if they made a coach. You know what I mean? This late in the season, I don't see that. Secondly, if LeBron leaves after the season, then they're probably going to give Ty Lue a chance to see what you can do without the great LeBron James. Remember, in 2016, that summer, he got a 5-year, $35 million contract extension. And I think Dan Gilbert, I've been told even, he's done. He feels like he's done paying coaches not to coach. Mike Brown, Byron Scott, exactly, to fire him and then still have to pay him. And then if LeBron stays, it likely means they had a good playoff run with Ty Lue. So I think all those reasons make this not such a big deal. That's not to say Ty Lue has been perfect, because we know, we've talked about it, he hasn't been able to get these guys motivated defensively.
Right.
I think the poor communication with J.R. Smith texting him that he's not going to start, and Kyle Korver started 2 games. You can't do that. Yeah, that bothers players. Wouldn't that bother you?
That's communication. That's what they do now. They email, they text. So he just texts.
So you think that was okay?
JR, you're not starting. That's what I would do.
So, wait, LeBron texted Ty Lue.
No, why you keep
get him out of there, right? Get him out of the line.
He's always trying to do that.
Oh, I know.
I don't think it's a big deal either. I didn't love the shot when he came down and jacked it up from 30 feet out, especially at that point of the game, because the game felt like it was almost about to slip away from him. And so you don't want that ill-advised shot. And especially, it's not like they play lockdown defense. You play lockdown defense, you can take a bad shot here or there. When teams can get whatever they want, whenever they want, you don't want to take those shots. But that's LeBron. And even though he took that bad shot, he's 15 or 25. The man shoots 60% from the floor. 35, 14, and 6. How do you argue that? How do you come home from that? The man worked hard all day long.
But aren't you glad, if you're a Cavs player or a fan, I like to hear Ty Lue say something about that shot, because you got to try to coach LeBron.
When he first got the job, they had a huddle, and LeBron was trying to talk. What did Ty Lue say to him? Shut the hell up. I got this. LeBron said, okay, well, handle that, bro. So LeBron had respect for him like that. But, hey, he probably went to it after the thing. Like that. Look, that's your one time. Don't say that again.
Ty Lue got a 5-year, $35 million extension.
So that's $7 million a year.
That's pretty good money for assistant coach.
Stop! That ain't no assistant coach. He's the head coach.
That's a lot of dough.
You know he's the head coach.
Well, at least he acted like the head coach last night.
I like that.
Because late in the third quarter, with 1 minute and 26 seconds left, they were down 10 and the wheels are starting to wobble and come off. And LeBron, if we could see this play, he gets stuck. He gets stymied, and there's nowhere to go, and he should have just given the ball up. And he looks around, and he says, I'm going to shoot my fadeaway here, and he airballs. But he also moved his pivot foot, and the ref just said, LeBron, I cannot let you get away with that. And he called a travel on him. So that's number one. Then they go down to the other end, and Evan Turner misses, if we could see that. And LeBron grabs the rebound, and he flies up the court, and he took a mad shot because Ty Lue is on him from the sideline. He just said, okay, watch this, coach. And he LeBricked it. And now they're really going at each other because Ty is letting him know about it from the sideline. So this is pretty bold now for Ty Lue.
No, he Lonzo Balled it.
Huh?
That's what they call that. When you shoot the brick, they call it Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball is such a big deal now in the NBA. They're calling a shot a Lonzo shot?
Lonzo Ball.
Oh, I think it's
a miss. That's what they call a miss because that's
what
because we already know they boing.
Yeah, boing, kind of like LeBron's free throws.
Don't do Skip. Don't do that. Don't do that, Skip.
But the point is that Ty Lue had the guts to stand up to him, and you have potential to show him up in front of your team. Do you win back some respect? Do you need to do that at that point? Because the new Cavaliers, with all those new players that you raved about, the players that went up to Boston and won, that went to Oklahoma City and won, they have now fallen to 7-7 as a new team. Well, that's not that great. I think that somebody's going to have to pay for this if it keeps going south.
Rodney Hood is not.
So what do you see?
At some point, Ty Lue's going to be on that hot seat because he's the only one who can go. And again, I like Larry Drew. I respect him.
No, he did a good job in Atlanta.
I'm not saying he'd do a better job than Ty Lue. I'm just saying it's going to get dicey. When you challenge LeBron James like that publicly,
Skip,
that was pretty bold.
I don't think LeBron's that petty where he can't be. Come on.
He want to be coached. And Ty Lue like LeBron, at this point, bro, we don't need that shot. You make it seem like, when you take that shot, you know better than that. That's not what he said. But how about we get some production?
You know what he said. He said something strong because they were into it.
And I understand LeBron going back at it. I mean, Kobe's gone at Phil.
Sure.
Jordan went it. Remember they told Jordan there's no I in team?
Yeah.
He said, but there's an I in win. This is coming out onto the court, after a huddle. So
but this is LeBron James, and you said, that's a bad shot, and that's a worse shot.
Yeah, it was. Okay? It was a bad shot.
All right.
He turned the ball over. LeBron, we can't have you turning it over and taking a bad shot on back.
Any other team, you would like that.
Well,
you gotta like a coach standing up and
trying to deal with the guy that he's telling me is the best player on the planet. You're telling me he's the best player on the planet.
Yes,
he runs this franchise. He is the Cavaliers.
True. There's no doubt about that.
Let me ask you a question.
There's no doubt about that.
Russell Westbrook, what OKC?
I would say yes.
Oh, okay,
that's why Kevin Durant is now a Golden State Warrior.
But here's
Am I right?
But in those games, you talked about how they beat Boston, how they beat
They
OKC.
will not mess with Russell like this. Do you not think Russell takes some bad shots every once in a while?
What you mean?
But that's because those coaches choose not to. That was one of the things that bothered Durant in Oklahoma. Like, he was like, Scotty Brooks needs to tell Russ to give me the ball in the fourth quarter in the last 2 minutes.
You can't shoot that shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
And Billy Donovan's not doing it either.
Not doing it either.
Look, I salute Ty for having the guts to say something.
Yeah. I do too, but I think there are going to be some ramifications.
It ain't going to be no ramifications, but we want to talk about.
You're going to make sure they're not.
We want to talk about Rodney Hood giving us 5 points.
Okay.
George Hill giving us 8 points. George Hill played 35 minutes and gave you 8 points. J.R. Smith bull jabbing gave you 3.
Did George Hill not make a big shot that cut it
he
to
made
3?
That was a big
shot.
3 minutes left? That was it, though. That was all he did all night.
About that, what you
and
think.
His defense has to be much better.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
Rodney Hood's not healthy.
He's not.
I'd sit him out for a few games.
Yeah, I ain't had to say I'm so hood, but one time. I ain't said it in a long time.
You got hoodwinked, didn't you?
No, he'll be back. He'll be back.
Huh?
Come playoff time, he'll be busting them threes and people.
Really? You better hope so. Look, that's why he was acquired, right?
We knew they still probably didn't have enough to win it all. It's getting Toronto's looking really good. I'm still picking Cavs because I expect LeBron to have an uptick defensively in the playoffs because I think he knows he can't go 82 games hard defensively and then do it in the playoffs. So I expect an uptick, but they look vulnerable.
7-7 with the new Cavs, 2-3 on this road trip that you predicted for.
We're about to be 8-7, and they're going to beat Milwaukee on Monday. So we're about to win the next 2. About to go on a 2-game win streak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to do on that?
No, I do not, because I won last night.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't want to talk about that virtuoso that he did.
Yeah. But how lucky are you that the Golden State Warriors are falling apart physically? All 4 of the stars are hurt. All 4 of them. Kevin Durant's got like a cracked rib.
This is what LeBron and I do.
Houston's not going to be if Houston's. I'm raising their percentage by the day.
All right.
They won't be easy for the Cavs.
So Steph's got an ankle that is just plaguing him. Okay. And Klay Thompson has a fractured right thumb. That's not very good. And Draymond's got 3 different injuries that are keeping him out for a while. I'm sure he will figure out how to play. And Kevin Durant, who didn't have a lot of meat on the bone to start with, has got some kind of rib. It could have a hairline fracture in it.
No, it's rib on rib. I mean, you see how skinny he is. Stand up on the clothesline, it's raining, won't get wet.
And guess what happened to the Boston Celtics? They just got annihilated by the injury gods. They have lost. Kyrie might need surgery to repair the need that's already been repaired.
Well, he threatened to have surgery in June, remember?
He did.
Should have had it. See,
they say he's going to have it within the next 2 years or so.
There he goes. Gordon Hayward is obviously gone for the year. Marcus Smart could be gone for the year. Daniel Tice, for what it's worth, who's a nice player.
I don't know who that is.
Gone for the year.
I don't know who that is.
You should know because he plays significant
Marcus Smart, stop snatching pictures off the wall in your hotel room.
Well, whatever happened, happened. So they're done, man. They're not
done. We just need Kevin Love to come back.
No, he's talking about Boston.
Cakewalk.
No.
Cakewalk.
Here's the thing.
Do you really fear the baby dinosaurs?
They're a good. They're a legit team, though.
DeMar DeRozan.
They're the most.
I've heard this every year for like 5 years.
But this year, they're the only team in the top 5 in offense and defense.
They're playing at a high level.
They're bench guys we never even heard of from all over the world that are playing well.
Guy.
Van Fleet's tough.
Shannon, you would predict a sweep in that series.
No, we're not going to sweep them, but we're going to beat them.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.